check. I love this new music I found somehow. Anyway, hi chat. Welcome back to another story time with Total. I haven't done this in a long while. Today we have a little special guest of us. None other than I really am trying not to say your original name, Tank. Tank.
Hi. Don't do it. That was my slave name.
Slave.
Anyways.
So, okay. Hi, welcome. So, welcome to the... welcome to our little story time, Tank. To where I just do various ramblings for no reason.
Right.
Today's theme is something that I have been wanting to do for this certain community that you and I are both known for, which is the death battle community.
Yep, and the reason why we first met in the first place.
Yep. Oh dear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I. It's Total. I seek the story of Olympus. Hi, opening. Hi, Akira. Don't deny me my tales. Nintendo, give me my new F-Zero game. Okay, I need to go to my PC to get the there's it, so I can talk to you guys. Anyway, would you like to start talking about how you were introduced to Death Battle, since you are our special guest?
Yeah, sure. I've known about Death Battle when it first started. It was all the way back when I was like 8 years old, and I first went on YouTube. So I go way back. The first episode I watched was the original, Boba Fett Samus, but the episode that really got me into the show was Link vs. Cloud, and that's when I joined the community. The original Link vs. Cloud.
So you were there since season 1.
Yep. I'm not even joking. Like, I've just been watching since the show first started when I was like 8 years old.
Imagine telling your introduction to that hobby to like your family. This just feels weird.
That's never gonna happen.
Especially at the age of 8. Like, how do you even explain that? Just, Mom, Dad, I watched a Star Wars guy get beheaded by a woman.
Yes, sir. It was the coolest shit I've ever seen. Nah, that's pretty much it.
I was introduced to it. I knew a little bit about it thanks to the talk of Godzilla vs. Gamera has been spreading around.
Ooh.
When that was announced, but the episode that immediately got me into it was none other than Ryu vs. Scorpion. I grew up to fighting games, and Street Fighter 4. I didn't care for Mortal Kombat outside just trying MK9, see how that goes.
Classic game.
Yep. It is 2011. The new Mortal Kombat game is Mortal Kombat 1. We had, but when Street Fighter 4 came out, it was fun. It was amazing. I enjoyed it. Then I heard the announcement of Ryu vs. Scorpion, which Which that caught my interest immediately.
It's one of the most classic matchups of all time besides Mario vs. Sonic. It's the fighting game Mario vs. Sonic.
Yep.
So I get why that caught your attention.
Then yeah, that's where that's where I got down the rabbit hole, and it was. And here I am, just being a fan of fighting games to now complaining why Adam should have won, despite not knowing who the fuck Adam is.
I don't even know what an Adam is. I know it's DC. And DC always wins.
But yeah, we had. But God.
Akira said his first episode was Goomba Koopa.
Of course it's Goomba Koopa. Okay, what else? I tried not to laugh. I don't know why. This feels like something I'm gonna laugh my ass off on.
Imagine your first episode being Goomba Koopa. It can't be me.
Yeah, it can't be me. This rabbit hole is something, because it really built something on me. Because not only has what do you mean, of course. We had, because thanks to Ryu Square, I've been a Versus fan before Death Battle. In fact, you could basically say the origins to my start to Versus somewhat was the Deadliest Warrior series.
Which is now a fossil.
That is a fossil feel right there. But outside,
I guess you can say like my original first encounter with Versus besides Death Battle was Celebrity Deathmatch, because I used to watch it all the time.
I remember seeing Versus episodes outside of DB on YouTube a long time. Like you saw there was Mario versus Luigi sprites, all that, Mario versus Luigi versus Sonic and Knuckles or something like that. I remember
Dragon Ball Fighter.
I remember there was
Mario Z.
No, funny enough, no.
Oh, okay.
I remember there was a video. I think it was like Mario versus Luigi, all that. No, it was Mario versus Sonic, because Mario vs. Sonic was popular around that time. And out of nowhere, I'm just like, who the fuck is Mega Man?
What?
Because it just had Mega Man in there as well, and I'm like, okay, he has a gun. That's wrong. You can't have that.
You can't have a gun in a video game.
And then out of nowhere, here comes Sparks the Electric Jester, I think his name is.
Who?
I was like, yeah, who?
Wait, hold on. I need to. Who is this? Like, I have never seen this character in my life.
But I think what's funny is if we're going by the origins of Versus that really put the stepping stool for us to where we are now. I think everyone knows. Yeah, everyone knows because of the 10-year, the 10 movie trailers I made on my channel. That I have been here since, somewhat you can say the start of season 2. My origins to Versus started with Saber versus Urza. Because I'm a Fate fan. Do I say I'm like a dedicated one? God, no.
Akira said, "Damn, you guys have good starts for versus before Death Valley started with Mugen."
This motherfucker started with Mugen.
Mugen.
This bitch started with a Mugen.
Yo, remember Ultimate Cartoon Fighting?
I think I find it funny that despite both of us been in Versus for a long time, neither of us started with Cartoon Fight Club.
Like, like, when I first, like, it came out around, like, early 2015, and I thought it was cool. I watched this show started. Now, looking at it, it's just shit. Like, what are they doing now? Okay, first thing I see is Henry Stickmin versus Among Us.
and after that, movie Mario versus movie Sonic rap battle. And the Mario movie hasn't even come out 2 weeks after.
No, wait. He did the same thing. He did movie Sonic versus Pikachu, Detective Pikachu, when the movie Sonic movie trailer came out.
Yeah.
And that Sonic won. Only from the trailer. Like, what the
Uh-oh, can't spell special right. I ain't gonna take an L. I ain't gonna have someone just join saying, how come you can't spell special right? Specchio!
Armless tank jump scare. Armless tank jump scare.
There we go. We had speaking of Death Valley, I think everyone wants to like talk about this immediately, and it's that season 10's here.
Yep.
How's season 10 treating you?
This is the most excited I've been for a Death Valley season in a long time. So we had to wait like 5 months, and that's usually not the wait we are used to. But they wanted to make this season very special, and you can see it. That's why they made us wait so long. Because we were starving.
Not as starving as Mega Man fans.
And I think they did a pretty good start for the season.
Because Ant-Man Adam brought something way more than just, oh, hey, another Marvel DC episode. It brought more, I feel like it was more of a philosophy of like...
Yes. 2 nerds fighting.
2 nerds fighting. It brings in like a special kind of episode where it's more of like, what if we just do an episode that doesn't rely on just brute force? Because I've rewatched it again, which was the second time with you guys. First time was with Spees.
Too bad you won't get to see that reaction.
Yeah. No one will understand what the chili quote is.
Okay, so while the reaction was going,
no,
like
no, do not tell them. Shall not tell them.
I'm doing it.
Okay, you go tell them.
Before the death happened, Total took a bite out of his chili, and then when it happened, he's like, "I don't think I want to eat my chili anymore."
We had what's up? We had 2 nerds fighting in a measuring contest while fighting small in Florida and New Jersey. Cause no, I think what's funny about this episode, it feels like it has enough for both characters, Yeah, it feels like it's lacking something also with both characters.
It felt short.
No, well, no, not short. Like, I think it was done right with timing and perspective. It's more of like, I feel like, yes, I get it. They shrink and grow, but I feel like you could do so much more with the characters. Because let's think about it. We had Shrink, Adam's Sword, Ant-Man's Particles, 2 laser guns, and then Shrink again.
Exactly.
I'm not saying, hey, add more on there, but I feel like we had a little bit of short on there. I think my favorite thing about the episode so far, if I could really say, is just how, what is it? I think the best way I can describe it is how after watching these for 10 years, you start learning like what's the win con for the characters. And after listening to Hank's analysis, I was like, okay, that's more interesting, cool, and all that. But when it came to Adam, nothing, and I mean nothing, interested me. Like, yeah, his analysis was good and kind of amazing to understand about knowledge of the character. It's just that there was nothing I saw that said, yeah, that's a win con.
He just felt like a nothing character.
Which is funny, because you expected the DC character to have, like, a lot more. Adam just felt like he was missing something.
I think like this is like kind of, but not like the same thing as Booster Gold. But like, I guess Adam's more recognizable than Booster Gold before Death Battle happened. But
I think another way to describe it is kind of like, because I think we all agree Ant-Man Adam is kind of similar to Deadpool Deathstroke. It's inspiration versus ripoff.
Yes.
A problem about inspiration versus ripoff is that, in my opinion, I feel like this is why I kind of like Deadpool Deathstroke more than Ant-Man Adam in this scenario. Deadpool with Deadpool, he brings a lot, like, despite being the ripoff of Deathstroke, he brings so much uniqueness to the table that you can barely tell that he's like. Hank, on the other hand, like, he has everything that Adam does. The only difference that Adam has is just the belt. That's it.
Yes.
Can we talk about how we laugh at Adam's No, I'm not talking about the race change in the analysis.
Huh?
So apparently, when they were doing the thing where Adam puts on his suit transition in the analysis, he changes skin color.
Oh.
And apparently the running gag with Akira and Jet Ray is just the skedaddle dick is now noodle. It's now.
Yep.
It's now, was it? I think it's called America Pecan. Was America Pecan? You're now a Puerto Rican. Because it just changes from white to like very tannish, like southern South American tan.
Well, yeah, I see it.
It's so funny.
I know, I see it.
I like the Liam bonus he uploaded. We're not talking about the Liam bonus.
Oh, you mean Luis?
We're not. No, we're talking about the Ant-Man going up Adam's butt.
Oh yeah. Everyone was expecting it, but I liked how it wasn't to death.
I actually hate. I was in the Raptor server. I hate that people were actually debating on Does Ant-Man lose? Was it no? Does Adam win if Ant-Man goes in his butt and grows out? Or
What?
does Ant-Man lose if he goes up Adam's butt and Adam shrinks him, crushing him in his sphincter? Why?
Huh?
Actual freaking debate.
So what you're saying is if Ant-Man goes up Adam's ass and Adam shrinks, does it just kills him? What?
I don't. This is something I hate. my favorite, I think. But then there's, I think, yeah, we're okay with talk about it. Then there's the next time. I think the next time is something that I'm really interested in because it brings, as someone who enjoyed season 9 because of its variety and how complex each character was to fit its season. That and I wore a crown that entire year. I'm actually really hyped for Chosen Undead versus Dovahkiin.
Me too.
Despite the fact how Dovahkiin versus Chosen Undead, in my eyes, I know people are really excited for it because it feels more about. We are talking about battle to the death, not a debate about who can thrust through a man's bone. I think the one thing I do hate truly about Ant-Man and Adam is just that debate alone.
Yes.
But anyway, like back to topic.
It's not that deep.
Dovahkiin versus Chosen Dead. A lot of people are interested in it, and it's kind of like amusing to know about. I see this as a joke episode, which would probably raise a lot of people's eyebrows on that. But it's mostly just due to the fact that, if you played both games or just know like the games that well, then you know for a fact that these games' main connection is not medieval. It's more of who can take the L more often.
Oh.
Which is funny because if I see Chosen Undead die, I'm not gonna be like hyped because oh hey Dovahkiin wins or mad because Dark Souls lost. I'm just gonna say yeah, I'm not surprised. Because that's what their games are about. Like you can't really be mad if either character lost. The big question the only thing you're just going to say for both characters is if Chosen Undead lost, oh hey, oh crap, he should have rolled. And for Dovahkiin, it's like, well, maybe you should have brought that whole block of cheese.
What?
You played Skyrim, right?
Yeah, I had before.
So you know about the block of cheese feat.
Oh yeah.
How Dovahkiin is able to hork down an entire like block of cheese in one sitting.
I just see like an unfunny Boom's cutaway gag about that. Christ.
Fuck, my drink is empty. Would you like to take a wheel on this talk for Dovahkiin Dragonborn?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna give me a drink back. Here, back. You go tell them about Dovahkiin.
Alright. Personally, like, I'm not that, like, keen on the matchup. I've known about it, but, like, wasn't really, like, into it. But now looking back, I have played both games before, but it's been a long time, so... yeah. In terms of who wins, I think the Dragonborn wins. But yeah, I can see why Total sees it as a joke matchup. It has potential to be one of the coolest fights in the show's history. Pretty much what I have to say about that. I don't know what else to say for the matchup, except that I'm actually really hyped.
I'm back! How about you talk about your most wanted or something?
And lose. Make it happen. You guys want to hear any jokes?
No.
And versus lose. My new most wanted Jason Mike Clappin. I don't want to talk about it, but I've watched both shows very much, like a lot. Oh, he's back.
I come back and I check my phone real quick to see what you're saying. Just for my friend to DM me on Messenger saying, "Who's the guy in the giant red foreskin?" I was like, God, Nick, no!
Giant foreskin?
First off, it's not foreskin, it's a beanbag chair. It's an anamorph.
It just appears that my head is on a beanbag chair.
I will say for Chosen and Dead vs. Nova King, and this is probably my idea that I really would like to see. If Chosen and Dead does lose, I really want it to where it fades to black saying you died.
Yes.
So, I wouldn't say we're changing topics here real quick, but I want to go to an intermission time for this part. So I asked people on Twitter.
It's been like 20 minutes.
It's been like 20 minutes. I know. I actually, because I feel like for this part right here, I think this is where like the big long talks come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked people on Twitter about what their I said I'm doing a talking about Death Battle themed, all that. Go ahead, talk about what. Got an idea? We can just tell you. And people were just suggesting me matchups. And that is. How the hell is that a canoe? That is just a. Okay.
Oh, I see it now.
So I asked people, they gave me ideas, and they just wanted me to talk about some MUs. So here we go. I think the best one to start off with is.
Okay, I'm back. Okay.
I think the best one to start off to talk about is and then this one is from a guy named Zeroder. I had an idea for a fight animation to be like a comic book edit and the analysis. What is your thoughts on Shard the Metal Sonic versus Archie Proto Man? Personally, like, I don't want to sound like a little biased asshole, cause I actually despise, I hate the Blue Hedgehog in his series. I think the only thing I care for is the fan dub. And just Eggman.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back.
We're talking about one
You're
of
saying.
one of the suggestions, which is Shard the Metal Sonic versus Archie Proto Man.
Mhm.
And what's our thoughts on it? I can't really say anything because I do not like Sonic at all.
Alright.
But I can say this for Mega Man. I'm down for Mega Man, especially with Archie. Because I feel like Archie Mega Man is something that you should bring up one time.
You're right.
And is it? I don't know much of Archie, but is it weird to say that for an idea for an Archie Mega Man fight? Yeah, I don't like Sonic. I never liked the Blue Hedgehog.
That's fair.
I love how everyone's like, "It's a shit opinion." Well, your shit opinion was talking about the damn hedgehog in the first place.
Well, your shit opinion is shit.
We had, what was I saying before? Oh yeah. I think for our first Archie Mega Man rep, why do I want it to be Roxas versus Axel?
I can see it.
Because Kingdom Hearts bullshit. Like, we all know that. I don't think Axel and Mega Man is strong.
I can see it, but I don't think it has a chance of happening.
I don't see it as having as a chance, especially considering was the ballot banter talked about Roxas Axel, and all they said was Axel game bad. Let's see what else. But yeah, with Shard versus Proto Man, I think Proto Man is a good chance to getting in sometime. I just don't know who or what.
Wasn't the original plan for Knuckles all the way back in season 2 was Proto Man or something?
It was Proto Man. I think Shard brings variety because it's just a different character that we never knew of.
Yes.
But other than that, that's really all I can say much for this idea, because I don't want to sound rude, don't want to sound like, oh, this match is bad, or some shit. I'm trying to sound like it in a positive way for it. No thoughts on it for you?
I've never heard of the cure. Like, I've heard the Archie comics, but I haven't seen like this version of Metal Sonic before, so I have nothing to say about that. But for Roxas, or no, not that Proto Man, he has a couple of matchups. Like back then, he had Knuckles, but I think that was his only match. Check hold up. Wasn't Knuckles his only? No, there's also there's Meta Knight Omega. I mean, he has a good chance of happening in the show, but not with whatever this Sonic is.
This one, first of all, I want to say thank you for not using the spider version. Next. Rimuru from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime versus Kumiko from So I'm a Spider, So What? I don't know. I don't know Kumiko. I just remember that I just remember that one iconic scene where the other spiders were eating the baby spiders. She's like, no, don't eat that. She walks away and then she just says, like, in the most broken English, oh my god. And that's it. That's the only thing I remember her for.
I don't know either character.
Because from what I've been told a lot about Rimuru is that Rimuru is just a slime Kirby. Whatever the slime absorbs, it becomes. Like, I'm getting into Reincarnated as a Slime because of a certain trailer I'm doing in the future. But I really have no clue for this. I will say, though, the Therewolf track really is something. What's else? Oh, what's this one? Okay, by Fumbles. What's your thoughts on Legolas from Lord of the Rings versus Katniss Everdeen from... Wait, Katniss Everdeen. Is that the Hunger Games girl?
Yes.
Uh,
yes, it is.
Battle of the Bow and Arrow. It's a matchup I like, but I haven't seen much support of it. I'm not gonna sound rude. I'm sorry to sound rude, Fumbles, but I think I don't like the idea at all. However, I do think the idea of a bow and arrow matchup should happen. Because
we've already had it before.
Shut up. We don't speak of Hawkeye. Actually, no, it's not Hawkeye Green Arrow. It's Green Arrow versus Bullseye. So we still haven't got a bow and arrow matchup.
True.
They still haven't changed that thumbnail. I do think bow and arrow matchups should return again, because I do like other ideas for it.
One of the most popular ones I saw was Hanzo versus that one Fire Emblem character.
Takumi, yes, I love that.
Yep. I think that's the main one.
I think what I love about it so much is the fact that it's more of a fight between, like, it's a sorrowful fight. Like, at first you think, like, oh, this fight's gonna be intense and, like, was intense and have much of a, like, serious tone to it. No, it's gonna be sorrowful, because the big theme behind these two is regret, sorrow, things that, like, literally in the vocal track of Birthright of the Dragon, everything I'd done I thought was right at the time. Roxas will face Dark Pink. Shut up, opening! Shush! Axel isn't that strong even with the solar system feeds. He has like X8, I think. Okay, everyone will take an L. Kirby versus River and cause me pain. Yeah. I think the one Rimuru MU I'm kind of getting interested in, though it's not my preferred for both. It's more my preferred for Rimuru is just Nafumi. Because it's just the strongest offense Isekai versus the strongest defense Isekai.
Oh.
Real quick, Reaper says in chat, Jeddah Doma from Darkstalkers versus Dark Pit will fight Lilith. I think Dark Pit should fight Light Pit. Yeah.
Yes.
Get owned, nerds. Anyway, Jeddah Doma from Darkstalkers versus Dark Schneider. I think what's funny about this matchup is, like, I want it in, but I don't want it in, just because of what series Dark Schneider's from. I think I'm taking a wild guess. I'm thinking you never heard of this series. So Dark Schneider is from a series called Bastard. And it's in all caps.
Bastard.
All caps, exclamation point.
Oh.
It's just called Bastard.
Bastard.
And I think what's funny is I've seen images of like Dark Schneider. If I'd never heard of the series Bastard, I would have hands down thought Dark Schneider was from Akira Devilman. Devilman Crybaby. Why'd I say Akira Devilman?
Why'd you say that? We don't bring up his name.
Thou shut up. Thou should not brought up name.
What have you done?
Okay, from Orpheus? Orpheus.
Orphan.
From Orpheus Crow 21, what's your thoughts on Rockin' the Blood Edge versus Velvet Crow? That's just DBX potential.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's good. It fits well for both characters. It's just the fact that, God, if this stream was like if this stream came out 5 years before, I would have been down for Ragnar versus Velvet, saying it's the best for both. But where I am now, God, I want Soul versus Ragnar too.
True.
Do you have any thoughts on it? Or is this one of those animes you don't know about?
I do know about it. I haven't seen the anime Velvet's Front, but I know about BlazBlue, so. I feel Ragnar vs. Soul 2 should happen. Like, it's been a while since both series have done the show. And I think the matchup deserves a redo. As for Velvet, the only opponent I've seen of hers were Akame and Joker. So
Akame because they literally look the same.
And Joker.
Joker, yeah, somewhat I can agree with that. I think what's funny is I've seen Velvet Crow versus Scarlet from I'm the Grim Reaper. Which is kind of unique. Because I think Velvet brings in, like, a lot of variety because of, like, her... I think a lot of people can agree with me. I think the Tales series is heavily needed at this moment.
It's that and Fire Emblem for me. A series that should be on by now.
Velvet is a video game character. Yeah. I think it's more of the fact that I think everyone was introduced to Velvet by the anime before the game. Hi, says Opening. Well, you're too late, Opening. We're gonna make fun of you for that.
Like, you're late.
Yeah, you're late. Butt face. I'm also making fun of you for that because you said King Dedede versus Vegeta. First of all, I'm a Vegeta.
Second of all, you're not Vegeta.
Soul vs. Ragnar is a DBX, to be honest, also because horny. Opening. Who doesn't love Velvet?
Also, before we get back to that, I do have something to say.
Okay.
Remember that Cypher?
Yeah.
So there's a theory going on. Someone in the Discord server I'm in said it, but I think this season we're focusing on matchups counterclockwise. So we start off with Anime Adam, then we're getting Dragonborn versus Chosen Undead.
I don't see it.
So if that's true, then after Chosen Undead Dragonborn should be Bowser Eggman.
I still don't think we're getting Bowser Eggman this season.
We'll see. Just wanted to bring that up real quick.
What do we have? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, hold up. I gotta put these wings up. My God. I got a bowl full of like flaming hot wings, and I marinated them in habanero sauce. And
why would you do that?
Because I want to die. I want to melt from the inside, my bones.
You're a pussy then if you can't take it.
I opened up the box so I could sniff them, and a giant gas just blasted in my nose. And, oh God.
Oh.
I love smoking cigarette butts.
Ah, pussy.
My God. Anyway, Akira Caruso asks, X versus Cosmos, but we add in more sauce like Xenoblade and X-Dive or Archie. Yeah, I'm gonna be true. I think I just prefer X Cosmos.
True.
I've seen I know there's so much talk about Optimus Primal, and I think and people are well. Here's the thing though. Yes, Primal was it? I can understand Primal. I've seen the connections for it. It's well good.
Yep.
It brings in so much for a Transformers matchup. The only problem is a lot of things. One, I think out of all the Optimus Prime versions, Primal is probably the shittiest character because it's just a gorilla. And I've seen his design, and people try to defend it, saying, "Oh, the matchup's good." No, it ain't. Like that looks ugly as hell.
I've never been interested in that match. Never.
Reason number 2. Like I've seen some of the stuff that Primal does. I think it's just boring to have him fight X, who just brings in different armors and weapons, while Primal doesn't really bring much to the table outside of transforming from monkey to human.
I've never been interested in that show.
I think the one thing I will say, the one positive thing about X Primal is just that I hope to God we can recreate that one gorilla throwing another gorilla meme.
What?
Other than that, I don't like it, most because I feel like it's just gonna recreate the Hulk versus Loki scene, which we've seen so many times with buff character versus Gremlin.
Yep.
With Cosmos, on the other hand, I think people can agree Xenoblade needs to get in.
Yeah, it does.
We're on our 3rd game. It has such a big story to it, and Cosmos really has a lot of cool things I've seen for her, especially considering that if you look closely into it, Cosmos feels more like a robotic Velvet Crow, funny enough.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, DBX idea, Velvet Crow versus Cosmos, hear me out. X can bring in X Dive from the Gotcha. I think, is it a Gotcha game?
I think.
Plus, not only that, I've seen the sprites for both characters. Primal just has really terrible sprites, and if you even go by the 3D model from his show, it's horrible.
Oh god.
Well, X has a similar sprite with Cosmos. Like, I can keep going on this, and plus, not only that, I feel like this is more of a big talk behind this. This is more of me defending Akira on this standpoint, which is Spirit. I think you know about him, Spirit.
Yeah.
How this man has been constantly bullying Akira about X Cosmos.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Like, I know there's a guy named Society on Twitter, which, if you're seeing this, Society, just know that, like, there's a reason why I don't like the MU, and it's not because, oh, hey, this matchup bad, defending Akira. It's because someone killed it off for you. There's this also comes with Noel Igus, because of Noel Igus fan. There's a difference between enjoying a matchup and abusing a matchup.
They're pushing it down people's throats.
Yes.
No offense to that guy, but you made me lose interest in it. In my opinion.
But here the difference with Spirit bringing up X Primal is that not only is he bringing it up constantly, he's also using it as a weapon for X Cosmos fans.
And bringing them down?
Yes.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah. So yeah, there's my big reasons why I like Hex Cosmos.
It's interesting.
That and Xenoblade music. I really want Xenoblade music with Mega Man music.
Yeah.
I believe Scarlet Velvet is unique due to the banter it has. Bowser will fight Aizen or Sephiroth.
Oh, fuck off.
I just don't care about Primal X. Imagine your favorite Optimus being compared to a fish from Castlevania. Also, I just think Hex has a better in animation and standpoint. Yes, I want Shulk and Rex and Cosmos. Velvet Crow versus a clothing store.
Oh.
I will try, push my MU down my...
I'm gonna keep going until it happens.
X-Die is a gacha game, and it has multiversal feats and more hacks to bring to the table.
You wanna move on?
There's also one more. This was also talked about with Velvet, which was White Oak saying I used to want Velvet versus Guts because of the similar stories. I can see that, but I think Guts built up to. I think Guts' story has built up to where there's two big MUs that he has, and I swear to God, I know Fire Emblem is wanted badly in this series. I don't want Guts to fight Dimitri.
I think Guts Claire's more interesting.
Yeah, because you gotta look at this in a perspective. You have, you're bringing in Fire Emblem, but you gotta look more into like everything else.
Marth needs to be the first Fire Emblem character.
You have Claire, who all the characters in X-Dive aren't like the actual version of those characters. They're like program versions of actual characters. I think I would still count. I think I would still use them, especially for giving X-Dive feeds for Cosmos, because it just brings a lot more variety to that table. I don't think it would make X win, but I just think it would. I think it would just have more fun to put. But then also, hi Nero. Can't wait for Raditz versus Conquest. I think it's the Invincible guy. I can't wait for that blog. First Fire Emblem will be John Lucina.
Hey, I know that guy.
Speaking of Nero, hey guys, have you heard of Byleth versus Traveler? Yes, this is me self-promoting this guy's video because it's so fucking good.
It's a pretty good episode.
Yes. Self-awareness. Bring him more love from the
Go watch Byleth versus Traveler.
Yes, listen to us. A Fumo in a beanbag chair. Listen to us.
If we're telling you to watch it, it has to be that good.
Yes. Though it does spoil Genshin Impact by telling you guys that Ether is a fuckboy. Oh, I'm sorry to spoil that.
Oh no.
It's probably my favorite line. But Guts. You have Claire from Claymore, has only one series. Was it? No. One matchup in her series that can only happen in Death Battle. It is hard. It's very difficult to get her in with any other MU. So it's either Guts or don't bring in Claymore. Versus Dimitri, which is this matchup makes sense and all that, but you gotta realize that there's more Fire Emblem matchups there, and also better than Guts Dimitri.
Yes.
Like Ike Siegfried. I'm not saying Ike Siegfried is better than Guts Dimitri, I just think that I like it way more. Plus, Ike is really cool.
Or Marth versus Erdrick.
Yeah. Hi, player one. Wait a minute, player one. But I'm player one.
Huh?
Who is this? Okay, let me go read the other options on here.
I found one of them.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Mewtwo from Pokemon Tournament.
Oh, are you talking
versus...
about Shadow Mewtwo?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Shadow Mewtwo for Pokemon Pokken versus what was it again? Dark Samus.
Yeah.
Okay, that's unique.
I've never heard of that.
It's Mewtwo versus Samus, but dark. I'm the dark version of you. I love that meme.
I don't think anybody has brought up Mewtwo versus Samus at all.
I think Dark Samus is kind of... I don't want to say boring. It's just more of like, does she bring variety at all?
She doesn't talk.
Oh yeah, she doesn't talk.
That's why, like, I don't want Cell versus Dark Samus.
Shadow Mewtwo's kind of okay, but I'm not interested in it. However, I do think Mewtwo should return.
Black War Greymon.
Yep. Black War Greymon.
No hesitation.
I think Mewtwo versus Black War Greymon is probably the last Pokemon Digimon fight you could do.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you have, was it Tai Akamon 1, Lucario 1, and then you could just have Mewtwo Black War Greymon as the tiebreaker.
In a very close match.
Yes.
But I think Mewtwo still wins. Oh no, Black War
Greymon wins that.
Really?
Yes. That's what's funny.
Oh yeah, I seen the Battle Royale. Fuck.
And for the other MU they brought up is Gamzee Makara from Homestuck versus Tricky the Clown from Madness Combat.
Oh god.
Oh god. It's Homestuck.
No.
Guys, they brought up Homestuck. Execute him!
Leave me alone!
I really have nothing to say for Gamzee because I don't Homestuck well.
Me neither.
I think the one thing I really could say for Homestuck is if it does get in, my personal interest is just John Egbert.
Mm-hmm. And there's one final one on here that I'm just gonna let you do this.
Are you talking about Thunder Kid?
No, not that one. We're moving past that. This one comes from Madoka versus Raiden Ellie.
Huh?
What are your thoughts on Rachel versus Amelia?
Oh dear God. Funny enough.
While you talk about that, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay. Well, funny enough, I can't really say anything because I am actually working on a script of top 50 most wanted Versa ideas. And I'm trying to limit myself on talking about these MUs to the public. And people, I think what's funny is I think saying this, people watching this are gonna be like, oh my god, Rachel Amelia's in the script then. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. If you know me that well, then you know that it's gonna be in the script. So I can't really say much for it. So while we're waiting for Tank to get a drink, I might just read chat real quick. What is it? As a Guts idea, Dimitri sounds fun, but as a Guts episode, Claire is the way to go. Yep. I think what's even funny about Guts Claire is the vocal track for Awakened Sacrifice makes it to where I want and don't want Guts Claire to happen. Because Guts versus Claire's track, you can actually feel the fight going on. like it was like that song was an actual episode going on. It built up to their like stories that they've been through, the demon inside them that's awakening and is slowly going closer and closer to them during the progress of that song, just to where it ends off with the finishing blow. It just feels like that right there is why, in my opinion, Awakened Sacrifice is the best vocal track. Will of the Drill, no. I think Will of the Drill was more of like a hype song, while Awakened Sacrifice you can actually tell from a story point. We need more Soul Calibur. Yep. Which is why I'm praying, literally praying to God, that the Skulls and Bones symbol and the Skulls and Bones symbols is actually Spinal versus Cervantes. Blackface Mewtwo from Tekkenmon. By the way, currently working on Viz Commission final, and I somehow made it Genshin related. Lol. The funky beats plus your voice are very nice background noise. Thank you. Which is funny because the music sounds interesting, but I have the voice of a fucking seagull. So Tank, if I may ask, hold up, let me go get the cipher. Do you have the cipher real quick?
Yeah. Drink water, everybody.
Drink water, not lipocene.
There it is. We already talked about this in my stream, but...
Yep, I am trying to download this as we speak, so, if I may ask, outside of the cipher, is there matchups that you would like to see happen in Death Battle? Any variety?
I do have my top 10.
Oh yeah, how I basically like threatened you at gunpoint to get Cherry Molina off your top 10.
No, it was Vidal Sakura.
Yeah, Vidal Sakura. Close enough.
Yeah. There are matchups that should happen. I'm surprised they haven't happened yet. They're so obvious, but
I still... We got Sauron Lich King. I'm still waiting for us getting, I really want, Geralt from Witcher versus Talion from, Shadow of Mordor.
Like, Gojo Makima, that's an obvious one.
Yeah.
Lil Mac Epo. That's been like a legacy matchup for a long time. Mickey Bugs. If this is not the season finale,
They have to this season.
If this is not the season finale, then like don't do it at all. Homer versus Peter.
Of course you would talk about it. Of all things.
The funny fat guys.
I can't wait for me to do Homer Peter in the very... If Homer vs. Peter actually happens, I already have an idea for a hype trailer. Which is literally just you and me, Tank, at the Drunken Clam.
Yes.
Just... Hey, Tank, you remember that time I made a hype trailer for Homer vs. Peter? Who the fuck starts a conversation? Giggity! Alright.
The trailer will just be the fight in canon.
Yeah. Ruby vs. Maka.
I'm just gonna put the cipher in the fire pit so it can just burn in hell. Like everyone's else is on it.
Yes.
Okay, first off, I will say this. Hold up, let me just do this. To everyone that's saying the money symbol is Scrooge versus Mr. Krabs, please shut the fuck up.
We just got SpongeBob. What else do you guys want? Me and Total have actually thought of the better matchup for that.
Alright, let me just move the Fumo.
And this matchup has been recently getting very popular ever since it happened on the cast.
Alright, yeah, Sly versus Lupin.
Yep. It has a good chance of happening, either this season or next season. White Oak says black and white equals Mickey and Bugs.
I don't see it, especially considering chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders.
Thank you, player one. Thank you.
Aragon versus Jon Snow.
By the way, Viz's commission equals visual communication / college course finale. Oh my goodness! Well, I hope Viz's pass.
Good luck.
Big good luck for them. Turn them on
When's
all the way.
episode 175 happening?
I don't know. When will you actually get a job? You bum?
When will you actually get pictures?
I'm joking, Reaper. I see the typing marks.
Oh, so wait. We're on 173 right now. So episode 4 of this season's 175.
I don't think we're on 173. Are we?
We're on 172 right now. Ant-Man Adams 172. Chosen Dead Dragonborn is 173.
Oh shit. How? Okay, I know people are saying we're getting a JoJo episode this season. I don't want it to be this, but what if 175 is Joker Giorno?
Would be cool, but I don't see it them doing it this early in the season.
Imagine if it's Rider Spawn.
Nah. I lost interest in Ghost Rider vs. Spawn. Well, I never had interest in it. I actually liked Lobo way more than Ghost Rider Spawn.
Also, if the canonical order theory is correct, then the wave would be the finale.
I hope to God, because everyone's saying it's Chaos Kyogre. Remember when episode 125 was Goro versus Champ? Yeah.
Yes.
You know what's even funny? I remember episode 125, I was bitching, complaining that it should have been fucking, I don't know, Homaru versus Mitsurugi.
What?
The wave being Chaos Kyogre feels kind of boring.
But it's one of the only ones. Either that or Persever's Lapis, but that's kind of it. Or Juvia Katara.
175 is probably Colex. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I still think the symbol for Judge is just the morality system for Cole vs. Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And people keep complaining, well, there's no morality system in Prototype. Well, at the end of both their series, Cole's the good guy and Alex is the bad guy. Henceforth, your morality opinion is now false.
Yo.
Spider-Gwen versus Barbara Gordon 2, Soundwave. Actually, no. Considering how Death Battle acts, I'm kind of going to be mad if 175 is just 150 again? Where it's just Macho Man versus Randy Savage?
Macho Man versus Randy Savage.
You heard me.
Alright.
It's literally just the Goku versus Goku thumbnail all over again. But no, Macho Man versus Kool-Aid Man. How 150 was that? Because it was just a big joke. What if 175 is the Captain Planet episode?
Oh my god.
Come on down with the magic school bus.
Christ. If it's Aang versus Captain Planet, I'm gonna shit my own ass.
So how would you feel about Luz Ann being the flower?
I can see it, but I have also heard people say it's Liu Kang Jago.
Yeah. I think what's funny is that all I remember hearing is that people are saying that I may get this wrong, but DJ Tiki is working on an episode all on his own.
It's probably gonna be a Genshin fight.
It's probably a Genshin fight. What's funny is the Yin Yang Orb.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking more into Genshin lore. The Yin Yang Orb could also mean Hu Tao versus Hanukkah-kun.
The Ghost Girl?
Yep. It's a
versus...
lotus symbol. Listen, I think I should... Listen, White Oak, I think I know what a circle is when I see one. It's a circle.
It's a lotus symbol.
It's a lotus symbol. That there's a circle.
It's actually Hu Tao versus Luigi.
Oh my god. Yin Yang is me versus you, to be honest. I think, in my opinion, the whole the counterclockwise thing sounds kind of dumb because we're already on the second episode and you guys are already saying it's counterclockwise.
That's kind of stupid.
Tank, you were the one that admitted that
I know I did. It was a theory.
No, don't say that as well! No! You'll awaken the chat!
Thinking about it, when I said it, it sounded very stupid.
I think my favorite one I love so much, if it's true, because of the cipher, is if my theory is correct, the man in tuxedo is Kira versus Adachi.
That could be our JoJo fight.
I want that, because people are saying the Star is a JoJo episode, which really just tells much about, like, I hope to God it's not. It's just the Star being a JoJo episode is just another example of, like, this community jumps to conclusions immediately.
I hate to say it, but it's true.
Like, we have the beaker thing with the circle. People are saying it's Bowser Eggman. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Dexter Jimmy.
That makes sense too.
Got a blast.
Walter White versus Light Yagami.
I actually will laugh my ass off if it is Dexter Jimmy. And I have to, like, explain in detail. I have to explain to Awesome Ethan when he's making the skull for Jimmy that Jimmy actually has a normal sized skull.
Oh.
It's so funny. Actually, if we're the case, the yin yang shimmer. Oh, God, my eyes!
My eyes!
I've been flashbanged! The yin yang would probably have to do with Chung Yoon, since his whole deal is literally balancing his own yin and yang.
Didn't somebody say, like, what the main person Yin Yang was. That could be a matchup or something.
Yeah, the idea of yin yang being yang. That's Suit is Batman.
I actually thought that the Atom was Batman.
I do know, however, the black and white, and I'm really hurting. I hope to God that the star actually does mean Star Wars episode. It's confirmed. So if you look closely in the Death Battle reveal for season 10, you can see on the Wiz side where it just says Wiz. It shows in the background season 10 footage. Funny enough. And it shows a Naruto character. I went back to Obi-Wan Kakashi, Rock Lee Sanji, and Madara Aizen to check these. And it's either Wiz is on the left side, or it doesn't show that said clip. I think we're getting Vader Obito.
That would make sense.
I would pop off.
I don't hate Vader Obito. It's just that the more I the more I put thoughts into it, the more I kind of just don't want it. Which is funny because I think Macer can agree with me on this, that Vader Obito is just a way better Kakashi Obi-Wan. Kakashi...
Oh wait, it's Madara Aizen.
You sure?
Yeah. You see the stab?
Hold up, chat! Where is this tank?
From the Death Battle Returns thing.
Yeah. You said Madara Aizen, right?
Yeah.
I still keep forgetting that the Madara Aizen thumbnail, it just has a very depressed Aizen.
And it like has lo-fi background.
Don't clown me, Nero! Don't look at me!
Isn't fapping.
Right? No, it ain't.
It's not? I see the big ass sword.
Because the only clip of Wiz with Madara on the Madara analysis is just him talking about the blueprint.
Oh.
Okay, so it is. Okay, so it is not on there. So it actually is Vader Obito. Yeah. Remove that clown image, Nero. Clown. I almost was about to shoot Nano. Because Nano is the guy who just told me, hey, it's we're getting Vader Obito because of this.
Also, that Discord clip, like when we first saw it, people thought it was from the episode. It's from the show. So.
Wait, message retracted. He actually.
Wait, what?
This is why I love Nero. Very fun person to hang out with.
Cool guy.
Just, you can't make a fool out of me. I'm playing 4D chess. if that's the case, then because I saw the
checkers.
Shut up. If that makes sense, then for the shuffle, it's going to be Ash Yugi because they did show Pokemon on the boomstick side.
Mm-hmm. Where?
It's very difficult to look at, but it's actually Machamp. It shows Machamp.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
And I looked at Machamp Goro. Yeah, that clip is not in Machamp Goro.
Oh. So it is Pokemon?
Yep. We are getting Ash Yugi.
Or another Pokemon matchup.
I can't wait for Ash Yugi to... Can't wait for Ash to die horribly. I'm gonna be clip. In crippling depth.
In Dummy's clip, there's lightning.
Yeah, this is Cole Alex.
In Ringmasters, there's a guy riding a skateboard. In Jocelyn's, nothing.
As usual. So if we're getting Vader Obito, then that means the half symbol's actually Vader Obito, which I'm sad about. I actually, in my opinion, I think my preferred I wanted it to be Monokuma versus Koro Sensei.
Yes.
What else do we have for here? Pentagram. I think the pentagram is going to be the biggest one to talk about. I know for a fact, and I do not want... Another reason why I do not want Ghost Rider vs. Spawn is that I know that a certain someone will not shut the fuck up if it comes out.
I'm just looking back at that trailer.
So that's why if anything for... Well, think about it. It's literally the only guy who keeps saying that Ghost Rider Lobo was literally the worst for both. Which is also one thing I want to say about Deathball. I'm not putting hate on every member on the community, just some. If you really say that Death Battle episodes have to rely on matchups with heavy connections, please shut the hell up. Because with Ghost Rider Spawn, there's like so many connections for it. Ghost Rider Lobo, they have bikes, Marvel DC. That's it. And it's probably going to be way better than Ghost Rider Spawn because it's freaking Lobo. You can't argue with Lobo. Bro, even Lobo lost and I was still cheering him on because it's Lobo.
It's Lobo.
And I have people telling me like, oh, Lobo should have fought Wolverine. No, he shouldn't. Just because people say that Lobo and Wolverine are somewhat similar doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I'm looking back at the teaser. And I'm looking back in the latest, the greatest, the complicated part. There's a person with blue eyes.
Huh?
Wait, let me share my screen.
Okay, hold up.
fuck?
That's Cole. Yeah, that's just Cole and Alex.
In this part?
Yeah, that's Cole.
Okay. From the comic?
Yeah.
I'm guessing this part is from the We're Coming Back part, Chosen Undead Dragonborn.
No, that's Alex.
That's still Alex?
Yeah, that's Alex. That's Cole.
And then Bill Cipher right here in the Discord.
Yeah.
Snack.
Yeah, I did. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. In Wiz's part, we see some old people playing chess.
That's Ant-Man Adam.
Then Boomstick. I heard people say this was Darth Vader in this part, right?
Probably.
Then here, lightning, skateboard. If you want to count the water in Jocelyn's part, then that could be the water matchup in the cipher.
Actually, no. That's Adam's.
Really?
Yeah, that's Adam.
In the Jocelyn part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then this starts next month. Are those leaves?
Hold up, let me go see. That's ants.
It's ants? Oh, yeah, now I see it. In the beginning part, we see skulls, TVs. Top middle, season 9. The top left is season 7. Top right is season 8. Middle left is 5. The middle is season 4 and season 3.
No, isn't the Mega Man one from season 5?
6.
Ah, never mind.
Then the middle right's season 6. 5. No, 2. Then 1, and then season. What the fuck? Then season. Oh, they're both season 2.
Yeah, because season 2 had more than a year.
And the middle is the 1. I'm guessing that's it. Yep, that's it.
Bill vs. Discord's gonna be so fun.
I expect that to be like the middle, like episode 8. Also, I don't know if this could be a permanent thing, but for the previews, they have papery renders. Like instead of the normal renders they put in there, they're just like.
No, that's because they were using the comics.
No. It's in the trailer too. So I don't know if that's gonna be a thing for this season.
Well, we'll see when Chosen Undead versus Dovahkiin comes in.
Yep. Let me check the research to see if the thumbnails for the previews haven't yet. Okay, no. That's it for the teaser. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, outside of the cipher, no, not really, because I have nothing I can think of. So there goes the cipher.
That's pretty much all we had to talk about for that.
I almost clicked, instead of clicking on story time with total text font to pop up, I almost clicked on the schizophrenia.
What?
Yeah, you remember my 400 subscriber thing where I just had the bunch of Yachifumos arguing to each other. It just had the text schizophrenia.
So what's next?
I think the best one I could talk about. Whew, boy, I'm trying not to belch on stream. I was eating wings.
Pussy.
Shut up. My friend thinks you're a giant foreskin, so don't even say it. Fucking this shit makes me laugh. Actually, you know what I could do?
What?
Let me go find the script. Would you like to read off? Is the battle banter over?
No. They had like thousands of matchups.
Yeah, because I
Stuff to go over.
think what's funny because Speedy posted all the matchups that were suggested in the battle banter.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess we're not talking about that because I want to talk about it later.
All right.
Wait, what? Oh, this.
I
Oh,
understand.
this is no. I'm trying to find the old file that I had, which was just every MU for specific genres. Apparently, I found Nero's old all the matches for the ranking Toho playable characters. Thank God. I'm still hyped for this. Okay, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. The MU episode where we just go through every MU. So okay, I'm just gonna go off immediately off these MUs. We're
Alright.
just gonna ask our opinion, okay?
Yep.
Archer versus Hakumen.
Archer versus Hakumen.
Archer Emiya from Fate versus Hakumen from BlazBlue.
I feel like Hakumen has better matchups.
This technically is Hakumen's best matchup.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the other one, so I'm just gonna say Hakumen.
You know the guy, you know the Fate quote, which is like, "I am the bone in my soul sword." Still, is
Yeah.
Yeah. Archer
That's
Emiya.
okay.
That's Archer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna say Hakumen because I know him more.
I really want this. I think what's even funny is someone actually put this in the ballot banter, and it actually like gave me a heart attack when they said that they don't want to do this. They jokingly said that they don't want to do this because of how much hell they would put the research team in.
Nero says, "What wings from where?"
Wings?
Where do your wings from?
I made them.
He's cooking.
I'm still working on that. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Take your time, Nero. Take your time.
Take your time, man. Ash versus Lucy versus Yugi, TBH. What?
What? What else do we have?
I go over the list.
Mordred from Fate versus Ryuko Montoy from Kill la Kill. This should have been the Ryuko episode.
I don't know about the other person, but I still think he's better than Shadow.
Oh boy. Okay, Chad, prepare to have Tank's mind get blown. I am going to tell you Fate lore. Here we go.
Okay.
So Artoria Pendragon, or Saber, I think you know about Saber.
Yep.
To keep her kingdom reigning supreme, Mordred, a mage, Mordred is supposed to be, not Mordred.
Merlin, the mage, decided, hey, you know what? Let us make an offspring so they could be the next rightful heir of your kingdom.
Mhm.
So what does Merlin do? She puts a magic spell on Saber to make her grow a penis, have sex with Merlin, and breed off the offspring of Mordred, who is now a peasant girl.
Huh.
Yes, Mordred, and what's funny is Mordred is the son of Saber.
Huh.
Yeah. But looks like a
What?
girl. Yeah. I think what's even funny is that they've been wanting to do Fate so bad. I hope.
Yep.
I kind of have to agree with a certain someone. I hope to God they don't.
I feel like it should be Zora Urza. I mean Saber Urza.
Speak, Noel.
What's your question?
They just asked. They have a question.
I know.
I do not want Fate in because Spees hit me with the realization about this because if they're going to go through Fate, they have to go through everything in Fate, including the visual novels, which is what started the Fate series, and I can't wait for Ben and Chad to realize they added a hentai.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, that's what's funny. The visual novel for Fate is basically a hentai.
Uh-huh.
Because servants cost mana, and to restore them or heal them at any point,
Mhm.
they have to have their summoners manifest mana to them. Fun in the anime and in the games, it's just them restoring mana and all that. Simple. In the visual novels, it's literally sexual intercourse.
Oh.
Coitus. And thanks to Spees, massive Chad by the way, it is actually canon. It is actually canon that Shiro had a six-way. He had a six-way with is it a six-way or was it a four-way? I just remember he had a three.
I don't want to know.
You're gonna know. He had a three-way with Rin and Saber to restore mana for both girls. Had a three-way with Rin and Medusa to restore mana for both girls. And then, a little spoiler, but Archer Emiya is actually Shiro in the future.
Okay.
Which is one of the connections for Hakumen versus Archer. Archer is supposed to be Shiro, and then he gets his mana restored because Archer is also a servant to Rin, so he gets mana restored from Rin. That man's clapping cheeks everywhere!
Oh my God. What? So we're all just fucking?
We're all just fucking.
Okay.
I wish I was joking. I'm not. That's why if they bring in Fate, they have to rely on just the anime and the games and not the visual novels. I have a question. What's your preferred for Neptune from Neptunia? Kamen Rider X-Aid. It's the only Kamen Rider matchup I care for. Anyway, now keep that in mind, Tank, because we have characters like. No, actually, I'm gonna show you a character. Let me go get a character. Let me tell you how fucked up Fate is when it comes to the visual novels.
Okay.
I actually love Fate.
Mhm.
But like I said before, I am a somewhat
dimwit of Fate series. I know about Apocrypha, Holy Grail Wars, so on and so forth. I think you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Just not the visual novels, like all of it.
Oh.
What's her name? Let me go find her. Fake characters. I think what's funny is even Worthy brought this up about the whole like, yeah, to restore mana you have to have intercourse with the summon and summoner.
Mm-hmm.
And the man really just said, I feel like I'm literally like on my knees bowing to the guy who summoned Miyamoto Musashi.
What?
And I laughed at that.
Dang.
There's like, okay, no, it's, I'm not gonna, I'm already, I think you're selling tank on a Fate series here. Yep. What is your preferred for Morbius Chopper?
Yes. That's a matchup Chad really wants to do.
It's no, I think what's funny is like at first it sounds like a joke, but it actually is really good. My only like the only thing I'm saying here for Morbius versus Chopper, and this sounds like a really stupid excuse to make it sound bad. I will only say the matchup's good if you do it in the middle of November. Because you have Morbius, a vampire, that could be like the Halloween side, and you have Chopper, a reindeer, the Christmas side. In fact, I even jokingly talked about how Morbius versus Chopper is basically the death battle equivalent of is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween or Christmas movie? No, I think I'm just gonna continue talking about Fate real quick. I'm not gonna show the characters yet. I will say this, that okay, Mordred. Yeah, Mordred is Saber's son. Who was it? Who tries taking over Saber's kingdom but loses. Like you remember how Ryuko acts in Kill la Kill?
Yeah.
It's that. It's just a pissed off tomboy.
Yep. That's all I need to know.
That's all you need to know. That's it. Astolfo versus Bridget. I am pushing that away. Do not ask why.
Moving on.
Okay, that's all the Fate stuff. I know that it goes in segments from Fate. Apparently, for some reason, Hololive's on here. I'm not doing VTuber MUs outside of Hatsune Miku versus Takeda Sora. That's beautiful. Oh, here we go. Finally, video games. Cuphead versus Bendy.
I feel like that overdone its course.
I in my opinion, I like the matchup, but I think
I like it, but it's kind of too late.
Well, no, it's not too late. It's the fact that I kind of agree with what Liam said about the matchup, where they don't want to do it as a death battle because it has to make them challenge the DBX.
That's why I kind of prefer Peacock versus Cuphead.
I mean, I know for a fact Ben's interested in the Cuphead Devil versus Hades from Hercules.
Oh my god.
What's the fire gonna? Oh, this one.
Clementine from the Telltale's Walking Dead versus Ellie from The Last of Us.
Oh my god, little girls fighting.
Little girl smiling.
It would be interesting.
I love how people say that Ellie wins. No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think she does.
Bruh, no, I think it's like the 4th volume of The Last of Us. Clementine just survives a grenade blast in her face. That alone is what makes her win against Ellie. So beautiful. Wait. Joe versus spread. What's this?
Huh?
Oh. I'm just looking. I was like wondering, what is this? Okay, so I know Macer has been spreading this matchup. I think you know about Scorpion versus Wolf, right?
Yep.
From Sekiro. That's it's interesting, but here's my only problem with it. It's that if they do Scorpion versus Wolf, I feel like they're going to treat Scorpion more as like before Redemption Scorpion.
Yes. Like Hanzo.
No, not like that. I'm talking about like I think the best way to describe it is how like in Ryu's Scorpion or Scorpion versus Batman, how he's more into his ninja side.
Yes.
While Wolf versus William, I think they should treat Scorpion more as he still acts like a Mortal Kombat ninja, the teleports, the get over here, all that. However, he's more subtle, like he literally feels redeemed. Like he no longer wants to act like how he acts before.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I already brought up Geralt versus Talion. Why is Donkey Kong versus Reptar from Rugrats on here?
Huh?
Akira, was that you? We already have Chosen Endeavor versus Dova King on here. Monokuma versus Koro Sensei.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. There's also Monokuma versus Chris McLean, which, if you haven't seen my YouTube short about it, then, you know my opinion on it. Yeah.
Chris wins.
Aaron Black versus Blizzard Cowboy 420. Nah.
No. Not now.
Not ever. Bro, they killed off Overwatch before.
I'm so mad.
Reaper versus Noob Saibot.
Yes.
I just find it very boring.
It would be cool, but kind of boring.
Soldier 76 versus Mr. Incredible.
I get it. But Captain Rex is there.
Yeah. Okay, outside. Okay, now we're leaving Overwatch. Here we go. Cody from Final Fight versus Axel from Streets of Rage.
Yeah. I've seen that spread a lot.
Okay. Silent Gunner from My Friend Pedro versus Jacket from Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
Apparently Liam would like to do Hotline Miami.
Ooh.
That's actually kind of cool. It would be kind of weird though, because Hotline Miami's gameplay is literally just you looking at the very top of the screen. But okay. I know Jacket's matchup used to be CJ from Grand Theft Auto, but that kind of died off. Oh, here we go. Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza versus Shen from Sleeping Dogs.
It should be Dom Toretto.
I'm going to kill you.
After the cast, it should be Top Trap.
What did they even say about, like, who even won that?
Kiryu won, but
Yeah, no shit. People telling me this matchup's good. Like, you tell me an actual reason why this matchup's good without bringing up family.
nothing. But it would just be funny. That's it.
Motherfuckers telling me that this matchup's good. Meanwhile, the only thing they're saying is like it's a battle of family. Yeah, good job, followers figure number 42. Actually, I hate this. I'm starting to hate it. It used to be funny. Now every time people take it serious, it makes me freaking mad.
Family.
Frieza versus Megatron, from what opening's telling me.
I don't think so anymore.
I hope it happens, to be honest.
It would be cool, but there could be other matchups.
There's no other Frieza matchup I can think of.
Mewtwo.
Shut up!
Mewtwo. Hold up. Frieza versus Gilgamesh.
No.
Frieza versus Thanos.
No. Okay, so Frieza Thanos I can see, but no.
There is one I have on my most wanted. It's the Dragon Ball Z Villain Battle Royale.
I don't see it happening. I mean, it's cool, but no.
Yeah.
I think what's funny is the DBZ Villain Battle Royale could have been a great DBX, but it was killed off because they did the Human Battle Royale.
Yes. I don't think that was a good idea.
Oh right, I have solo sci-fi.
Besides that, Frieza vs. Megatron is the only one.
Star Fox versus Rogue Squadron. No.
No.
People say they're really hyped about this. I do not see it, especially considering after that one DBX. Speaking of which, I know we talked about Monaco versus Chris McLean earlier. I want to ask your thoughts on this. There's another Chris matchup that I've seen that I love. And it's probably...
Is it Juco?
No, I think you'll love it as well. It's Chris McLean versus Mr. Beast.
Oh my god, yes. Holy shit. I've heard, like, me and, like, Combo Breaker call about that before, like, I just put 26 random teenagers on an island to fight for $1 million.
I fought this hostess for an island.
If he kills me, he gets $1 billion. If I win, I get his island. And I use it for another contest.
Oh, here we go. Cartoon theme matchups. Are you ready?
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Jenny Wakeman versus Robot Boy.
Yes.
From what I heard, apparently they know the matchup, they like it, but they want to do another MU they found for Jenny.
Oh no. I heard, like,
I'm afraid of what that is.
Ben has never watched a Nickelodeon show.
Dormammu versus Trigon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this one's my preferred. Dormammu versus Giratina.
Of course it'd be Giratina for you.
I love Giratina. I think
I know you do.
Giratina's my favorite legendary Pokemon. Who doesn't love Slighton? Dexter Jimmy.
Yep.
Wait, why is Dexter Jimmy lit up? Do we actually have a thumbnail?
Wait, what? What is it?
Look at text. Look at the media chat.
There's actually a thumbnail for it. in there?
And I was like wondering, I never made a thumbnail for this, and it's the Jet Ray meme thumbnail.
Oh no! What does he do? What did he do? What?
No, I gotta show them. I actually gotta show them. Wait, I can't download this. What do you mean?
Save it.
Yeah, I'm just posting on Twitter. I'm just gonna post it on Twitter so everyone can see it. Frieza versus Shen from Kofu Panda. Oh god.
What?
One killed off monkeys, one killed off pandas.
That's insane.
It's very insane.
Who can commit the most genocide?
I think what I also love about Frieza Megatron is that people just tell me it has no beta potential. Bitch, if you're gonna get the abridged Frieza voice actor, don't even dare tell me that there's not beta potential.
Exactly.
Frieza, freeze!
Oh my god, you can grind meat on that.
Oh my god, you can grind meat on that. Perry the Platypus versus Skipper.
Yeah.
Eh. Kind of. Okay, now this one I'm actually hyped for. Lloyd Garmadon versus Takanuva. Huh?
Who?
Takanuva, he's from Bionicle, and Lord Garmadon.
Oh yeah, Bionicles.
Yeah.
Oh, Lloyd versus. Okay, yeah, I know now.
I think Lloyd wins that now, but then again, it's the golden Bionicle. And I heard Bionicle gets really crazy.
I'm making a quick shitpost thumbnail.
Don't you dare.
I am. For Jimmy Dexter.
Okay. This matchup I think I find funny because it used to be really good, but now I'm just very iffy on it because it's White Blood Cell versus Osmosis Jones.
Oh. I see that never happening.
And if it does?
I'll be okay with it.
The only problem I just have with it is just White. I don't think you can really do that matchup at all because aren't both of them in like a different body?
Yeah. If you would have the matchup like take place in the same body, then maybe. But
it's same. Okay, this sounds stupid. This actually.
What if like it was Ben Singer's the battle takes place in Ben's like stomach?
No. Okay, hear me out. Actually, hear me out on this. This sounds really like far out there, but it's probably the closest you could do for the matchup. What if the battle takes place during a blood transfusion?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, here we go, my favorite one. And you can tell by my voice, Morty, you know what I'm talking about. Rick Sanchez versus Bender.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I know this topic is like very
Okay, no, I want to bring this up. I know this is a DB related thing, but I have to bring it up. Okay, first of all, people telling me that Rick and Morty should not be in because
of what happened.
Yeah, because of the creator sexually abused his wife. First of all,
that was the creator.
Was it the creator?
Like co-creator, like there were two people who created the show, but yep.
But still, like the sexual abuse of someone who worked on Rick and Morty, people were saying it should be in Death Battle. One, that's stupid because I've heard so many other stupid arguments, and somehow they got in Death Battle. Two. The guy who sexually abused his wife barely did shit in the show.
True, he just voiced characters.
No, he didn't. Like he voiced characters, but he didn't voice like the important role characters. Not only that,
True.
all the episodes that he's only done 2 episodes, and both of them are just interdimensional cable.
That's it.
What have I done? Oh no, what have I done?
When you got a blit.
That's awful. I am so sorry.
Jerry responds with theft. Hold on, I'm just gonna send a gif of Payday 2.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that thing?
Huh?
Hold on, wait. I'm doing another thumbnail. I found another image of Jimmy.
Equals Rick should not be in Death Battle is a terrible idea. I can understand people not watching it because of it, but then again, saying he doesn't have a chance to get in because of it is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, either way, like the three big Rick Sanchez matchups, I love. It's just Rick taking an L. So if you really say that, oh hey, if Rick wins, like all that, and he can't be in at all, shut up. Just shut up.
Shut up. Next up.
Okay, it's actually this Rick versus Bender. I don't want Rick versus Bender to happen because, as someone who's a fan of Futurama, and Rick and Morty, I can tell you this, that Rick versus Bender just feels like an actual episode. Like a literal episode you gotta do. Not a death battle episode, an actual crossover. Because 3 minutes is not enough. Rick versus the Doctor. No need to ask about that. We already know. We already know who's taking that L. And then there's Rick Sanchez versus Reed Richard. My favorite talk about this, Rick versus Good Parenting. My favorite talk about Rick versus Reed is the fact how when the matchup was talked about, people unironically want it to be like an Ace Attorney style fight, where it's just the Council of Reed and the Council of Rick just debating each other. Oh, Tank deafened. Okay. Oh, son of a bitch, I'm out of drink. Well, I guess I could continue on talking about this. Zim versus Crypto. I actually hate Zim versus Crypto. I don't care what people say. I love Zim. I've seen Invader Zim. I think Invader Zim is probably like my third favorite like Nickelodeon show. Right next to Avatar: The Last Airbender and probably Danny Phantom. Yeah, Danny Phantom. I had to think real quick on that one for some reason. El Tigre versus Ricochet. I'm saving that for Tank. But no, I didn't bring up Crypto. I think Crypto's best MU, I don't care what people say, is just Alien Hominoid from Newgrounds. What else do we have? Ed versus Patrick Star. After, I hope to God it happens. Thanks to Origin.
Okay, I'm back.
You back? Okay, I saved
Yep.
this one for us. El Tigre versus Ricochet.
Yes and no.
Why no? A lot of like, not. I think that's what I love about Death Battle back
Obscure
then.
cartoon
Yeah,
characters.
obscure characters that no one's heard of, and people get interested into those shows or games.
Yes.
Like I knew about Elfin Lied, or Elfin
Mhm.
Lied, whatever you want to say. Who the fuck cares?
It's German.
He's German.
It is.
Yeah.
Rennie Cunningham, no.
No.
Next.
Okay, I'm trying to look at Iroh versus Master Oogway. I don't want this, and there's reasons.
Huh.
Wait, you heard me right?
No.
Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender versus Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, fuck no.
No.
Why?
It's not.
It makes sense, but
like,
no.
It makes sense. It's a good matchup for both. It's just that I do not want neither of these two to die.
Yes.
Okay, what else do we have?
Just please, no.
Total Drama Izzy versus Styx the Badger from Sonic Boom. Huh?
Huh?
LeBron James
Yeah, they're
versus
both crazy.
Sora. What? Why is LeBron James a cartoon? Okay.
Yep.
LeBron James versus Sora sounds more like a debate. I don't want that as an actual episode. Uh-oh.
I think it like took its course.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, okay, here we go. So we're out of cartoons. Now, I think only Insanity is gonna care about this one. Webcomics. The only one I see is Aki versus Brooke. Or no. Oh yeah, there's also John Doe versus Izuru, but then again, that's just because of the track. Wait, Lord English versus Scott. Wait, Lord English? Homestuck?
Again? What?
Oh yeah, there's Jin Mori from God of High School versus Adam from Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm nothing.
We know nothing about this, Insanity. However,
I don't read webcomics.
Mythology. I think Hercules
Zeus
Hercules versus Sun Wukong was really good, and
It was.
ever since it happened, it brought up a lot. Like, it opened up a massive gate. Apparently, I also put Dr. Manhattan versus Richard Nixon in this.
Yes.
For
Holy
no reason.
shit, yes.
For no reason, but okay.
After Humans trailer, yes.
Seth versus Loki. Egyptian mythology versus Norse mythology.
Yeah.
And of course, no shit, Zeus versus Odin.
Zeus Odin, yes, ha.
I
Yes, sir.
I really would love Japanese mythology, and I'm a Jap freak. Japanese mythology. The problem with Japanese mythology is the fact how you can't really use any of the characters, because you remember how this was like been talked about with Jesus Buddha, how you can't do that idea due to
Oh my god.
religion.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
That's the same with Japanese mythology, because every god in Japanese mythology is still being praised on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's even funny is I say this, and people just laugh at me, but then I'm just going to laugh at them back when Thor versus Susanoo gets deconfirmed. Because I think what's even funny is the fact how people just see it as like a good versus evil matchup, despite the fact how Thor is not a hero. Thor in Norse mythology has never been a hero. Like, Thor's an asshole, but Susanoo actually cared about old mythological Japan. Actually cared for it. All he just did is bring storms into the sea and shit like that. He's called the god of destruction, but it doesn't mean he's the villain.
Exactly.
But no, they praise Thor way more than anyone else.
Because it's Thor.
Man doesn't care. Man won't protect you. All Thor cares about is drinking, pounding, and making sure he doesn't die to his
being fat.
Being fat, yep.
Yes, I just farted.
That does not sound like a fuck. That sounds like the fuck.
Alright, what's next?
Actually, no. This is actually a matchup I've been wanting. I know I say I don't want. I would love Japanese mythology in, but the thing with this matchup can get a short pass because I see that no.
Susanoo versus oh my god.
Shut up, opening. So this is actually a Japanese mythology MU that I've been more interested in. But it's more on the line of like this matchup probably also doesn't have a chance because again Japanese mythology. Ra from Egyptian mythology versus Amaterasu.
Oh.
And I even love it because it's more of it's an Amaterasu dub.
Yep.
But Ra can win because if he combines with all of the other gods, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But if Amaterasu dies, everyone dies.
Y'all are dead.
Okay, here we go. Horror. Oh god, horror. Actually, no, here we go. Okay. Comic books. Okay, comics and books. Ant-Man Atom. God, I wish that happened.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. Invincible versus Sam Alexander Nova.
Should be Gohan.
Funny you mentioned that because there's also Invincible versus Superboy. Should have been Gohan.
No.
And then there's Invincible versus Gohan.
Gohan wins.
Should have been Gohan.
Gohan versus Gohan would be beast.
Mr. Freeze versus Doc Ock. To be honest, this used to be a matchup I liked, but then I saw Mr. Freeze versus Hawkmoth from Miraculous.
Mhm.
Oh, that's so good. And plus, Doc Ock has been getting more and more recommendations with League of Legends.
In No Way Home.
No, his opponents from League of Legends. I forgot. There's another Doc Ock matchup I've seen.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, Hellboy versus Nero. I can see it this season.
Yep.
Hellboy versus Alucard.
Neo.
I think it was... Okay, I love Alucard more than Nero. But God, people telling me that Alucard should have fought Hellboy than Dio still makes me laugh.
No. What?
Okay, Gore the God Butcher versus Saint Walker from DC. No. To be fair, I think Gore versus Zamasu really has popped my interest.
Yeah.
Speaking of Zamasu, Mr. Mind versus Plankton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the only Plankton matchup that makes sense.
Not when I'm shifted to maximum overdrive.
Yeah.
Ash Williams versus Tank Dempsey. Tank Dempsey's from Call of Duty.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I actually kind of like this idea.
It's cool.
Cause not only that, like Ash was it with the Necronomicon. He gets up there with the stuff that Dempsey can. Though he has a shotgun and a chainsaw, Tank has not you.
I know.
Why is he saying my name
I
constantly?
have a tank.
Dempsey, on the other hand, I've seen him so many times rely on just pistol and a shotgun as well.
Mhm.
Then again, there's also the staff. Yeah, the staffs from Origin, which also could be interesting. Like, it's really cool.
It's alright.
Plus the gobblegum. The problem is with the gobblegum is that the gobblegum he can only have one gobblegum per round. So if he's gonna get any gobblegum, it's gonna be Perkaholic, which gives it to where if he gets that gobblegum and chews it, he gets every perk in the game. Well, no, not in the game that exists in Call of Duty.
Oh.
Okay, now let's talk about something actually worth talking about: Condiment King versus the Toiletator.
Yes.
Yeah.
W.
Relish
W.
this fight.
If
This is the last night. Flush on.
Tolenator W is amazing.
Yep.
I'll wreck these walls, yellow and red. Alright, what's next?
I think my favorite thing about Condiment King versus Toilinator is the fact how people there are actually people who think Condiment King wins because it's a DC character.
What?
But no, no, he doesn't. Especially considering that Grand Canyon feat that Toilinator did.
Mm-hmm.
He flushed an entire bowl of cereal the size of a Grand Canyon. Actually, no, not size of a Grand Canyon. It was the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it was. The fuck? Needs to happen.
Yep.
I want it.
Ash Williams versus Ash Ketchum. Fuck. Moon Knight versus Azrael. Okay, can we both agree that this matchup has to be a live action fight?
Yes. It has to be.
Okay. Godzilla versus the Hulk.
Fuck it. Why not?
Okay, I will say this. I feel like this is more of a shout out to the guy with the Kratos profile picture on Twitter. Yes, I'm talking to you. Props to you, man. You're literally the only person I've seen who keeps pushing for Godzilla Hulk.
Yo.
Goddamn. Props to him.
Dedication.
Dedication. Not just dedication, the fact how, it's grown popularity. Okay, first off, dumbass, whoever put that in this. I don't know who it was, but whoever the hell put in Red Hulk versus Iron Tiger.
What? The fuck?
Anyway, what else do we have? Jon Snow versus Aragorn from Lord of the Rings.
I think someone mentioned that in chat. It's fine.
Okay, here we go. Horror. Nemesis versus Pyramid Head. Yes.
Yes.
No question about it.
Yep.
Chucky versus Slappy. No.
Yep.
Oh. I think Chucky Slappy's boring in my opinion.
Really?
Like, it exists because of a debate? Yeah. Exists as an episode? It feels boring.
It would be unique.
Mysterio Scarecrow. God, I hate this matchup.
Really?
Oh, okay. Mysterio Scarecrow, I don't like because it's just Mysterio. That's it. I'm more of a Freddy Krueger versus Scarecrow type of guy.
That's really much I can say for it. Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yes.
Okay, I can see people saying they want this. The problem about Courage vs. Scooby, in my opinion, is that the crossover movie they did kind of just killed the matchup for me. I don't see the point. Yeah. Zombie Spider-Man versus Vampire Batman. Do we really need another? Do we really need another Batman versus Spider-Man?
No, but it would be funny.
Sachiko Shinozaki versus Freddy Fazbear.
Who?
Yeah, Sachiko is from Corpse Party.
Oh.
Okay, Siren Head versus Slender Man.
I want creepypastas on that battle.
Same.
Slenderman's one exception, but no.
Okay, now this one's
Yes.
all bets are off. That's actually what I want the track name to be called. All bets are off.
Yes.
I know people always commission tracks to fit both characters, but Oogie Boogie versus King Dice, I want it to where it's literally called All Bets Are Off. It has nothing related to both characters, just their big theme.
And Daryl goes fucking nuts with it.
Yeah, I want it to be a Therewolf track, but I want Yates to be the vocalist for it.
Yes.
All bets are off. The Clowns versus Killer Clowns from Outer Space versus the Martians.
I've seen that a lot. It would be cool.
This what I actually like. Um, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter versus George Washington Zombie Slayer.
Huh?
Wait, did you not know that?
The fuck?
No, those are actual.
No.
No, they're horror movies based off of presidents. Yeah.
No.
George. Okay, basically the best way I can describe it is, picture Ash Williams versus Blade from Marvel, but presidents.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so good. It's funny. Frankenstein. Wait, Frankenstein. What? Victor from Darkstalkers. He's the Frankenstein guy versus Solomon Grundy.
No.
Nah. I think to be fair, Bane getting in Death Battle kind of killed like the big popular like DC street tiers.
I don't think people would like know about Solomon Grundy now.
No, because Solomon Grundy has a really good story. I think he's actually really fun to do. The problem about him is, again, he's just Bane, but with Doomsday's healing factor.
Wasn't there like a Marvel matchup for Grundy?
I think it's Abomination.
Oh.
Oh, Magician exists for a Nemesis, but okay, yeah. Was it? Yeah. Grundy's good, but however, the only problem about Grundy is that he comes back to life. Yeah, he comes back to life through electricity, which is what Victor does. He has electricity-themed powers. But then again, it's a Darkstalkers character who's like, I don't know, probably, I want to say uni at best if you want to go with scaling for Darkstalkers. Versus a DC street tier. And I think the only way you could really get Grundy the high scaling is if you really want to say Grundy's able to throw down with Superman.
Yes.
Since apparently, I don't know much of Grundy, but from what I heard is that every time he comes back, he randomly becomes stronger. Like he's able to go toe to toe with Batman, loses to Batman, he just comes back to life, and now he's able to beat the shit out of Wonder Woman.
Uh-huh.
Again, Grundy's just weird. Then there's Killer Croc, which it's just Bane, but with teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Bane. I feel like they should have done last, like probably around season 10. Funny enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because him fighting Venom just felt boring. Okay, now here we go. Now we're on to the indie games. Sans Undertale versus Judge. I hope it happens this season.
Yep.
Like, we know for a fact that this matchup is confirmed to happen. Well, not confirmed to happen, it's just... We know if Sans gets in, he's fighting Judge. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yep.
Is it really... Did no one put any other indie game on here? It's all Undertale matchups.
Oh my god.
Asgore versus Andreas. I don't want Asgore in Death Battle. Hat Kid versus Umbrella. It's kind of okay. Ori versus the Knight.
Yeah.
We were so close to having that.
Yep.
Shovel Knight versus Shantae. And
Sure.
then, okay, so this matchup, this is probably my preferred Madoka Magica matchup now. Madoka Kaname versus Wad Nahara.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't know what both of them are, do you?
I don't know. I didn't know Madoka Academy.
Kaname.
Kind of fuck.
No, don't fuck the child.
Huh?
I heard that wrong. I heard kind of fuck.
Shut up.
Okay, that's all of Indy.
Fighting, I want fighter games, and I think what's funny is in all text, what I have in all caps, I have for the first one, Iron Tiger versus Potemkin.
That's one of the more Blaze Blue Guilty Gear that I really want.
Yeah.
Total.
What?
After the stream, you want to try out that My Hero Fortnite game?
Is it free?
Yeah. The beta started. It's starting.
Probably, I don't know. Master Hand versus Polygon Man.
No.
No?
Back then, yes, but I'd say wait till PlayStation All Stars 2 gets announced, if it ever happens.
If it ever happens. Slayer versus Dimitri.
No.
Really?
I'm just not interested in it. Oh, wait, hold up.
Guilty Gear,
yeah.
Guilty Gear Slayer versus Darkstalkers Dimitri.
Yes.
Not good.
I'm so stupid.
Akuma versus Rao.
Yes.
That should have been the Akuma matchup.
Should have been.
Spinal versus Cervantes.
Yes.
Okay. Ultron Sigma versus Dark Khan.
Yes.
So you're just gonna keep saying yes for all of them?
Yep.
Okay.
It would be cool. It'd be like Gogeta Vegeta, but better. Shut up.
Okay, oh, season 10 guarantees. Oh god, this aged like milk.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay.
So we have Cole versus Alex, okay. Simone Kyle.
Oh, God.
Okay, I will say this. I'm happy Simone Kyle didn't win.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think the idea for Simone Kyle should have been like, it just happens naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bugs versus Mickey. This is literally the only
Yes.
time you can do it.
Yes.
Liu Kang Jago, only time you can do it.
Yes.
Bill versus Discord, only time you can. Well, yeah, it already happened.
It's
Kira versus Dachi or Joker Giorno. Oh god, I hope it's Kira Dachi.
either one.
The angry video game nerd versus the nostalgia critic.
Okay. Yes and no.
Yes and no. Kratos.
Yes, because
Okay. Kratos versus Asura. Oh god, I wish.
Jesus. Sorry, mate, sir.
Kratos versus Dante. Nah.
Meh.
Kratos versus War. This is my preferred for Kratos.
Alright.
And then there's
Sure.
Kratos versus Pablo from the Backyard Anigans.
Alright, and with that, no, I'm going to use the bathroom.
No, you're not leaving me here.
Fine. I'll pee right here.
No, go away. No.
Okay, bye.
god, that hurts. Gunvert versus Killia. Oh yeah, that was Shantae versus someone. Philly or Sash Lilic. So how y'all been, chat? I'm not gonna lie, listening to this music sounds really good. Apparently it's called, Empty 1980s Mall Vaporwave Retro Wave Ambience. It's really calm. Gru versus oh my god, that makes me actually realize, what if it actually is Gru versus Megamind? Yeah, what if the Beaker actually is Gru Megamind and not Bowser Eggman? That'd be... I'm kind of meh on it. Steve versus the Terrarian. I want this to happen. I love Israel, Colin. I love... 2B versus Alita. This was out like far left field. I didn't see this happening, but I just wanted to give hope. 2B versus Alita. Oh god, meme episodes. Nope. Nope, yep, no, I am just skipping memes, except this one. Chat, how do you feel about Agent Stone from the Sonic movie versus Escargoon from Kirby? What else do we have here? Han Solo versus Captain Kirk. Yeah, to be honest, I wish this was the Star Wars episode and not Vader Obito. What time is it? It's 9. Shit, and I have work in the... Okay. I don't want to end it off with just this, like a big cutoff, so I might just bring up, I might just bring up, like, what to expect for season 10. Personally, I feel like with season 10, we're going to get more and more, like, I expect more series to come in this season. We had 19 new seasons come in. I don't see us getting a lot personally, but it's just a matter of what we can do. Steve Emmett, no. Without further said, I think I might just end off story time here.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, just in the nick time, I was about to end it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw the time and I have work in the morning.
Alright.
Fuck. Would you like to say something to the chat before we go?
Stay hydrated. Drink water.
Not piss.
Not piss.
Not piss. Is that one meme? That one meme.
How many people will actually drink piss because I said that?
Piss.
Whatever, it's your funeral.
This feels like we were stalling a lot, but really, like, I don't want to say much for DB considering we just started season 10.
We did talk about a lot.
Yeah, we talked about a lot, but there's not really much you can go for outside of season 10, because, I mean, like, all you're gonna get is just me fanboying about Sauron Lich King.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. But, yeah. I will say this, I might come back with more talks about Death Battle, maybe like halfway through. Say, was it like 16 episodes this season, correct?
Yep. So probably 8.
Yeah, when the 9th episode gets announced, I'll come back.
All right.
But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll do another one of these in the future if you got one. I'll probably leave it sometime. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.
Drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go head to bed.
Are you fucking what?
What?
OBS is not responding. It is streaming still. It's just that it won't let me shut off my stream real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna go try out this game.
Okay. But again, yeah, thank y'all so much for watching.